Good morning, Coach.
What's going on? That sun is bright. Stay right there. There you go, right there. That's good.
Talented guys to work with, especially with Lamar and Mike. You just talked about those two. What impresses you the most about each one in the first week here?
As far as their work ethic, their knowledge of the offense, their leadership, their playmaking ability. Those are main things.
We always hear pass blocking is always important. How are those two doing? I know Mike's been a fullback here, so how's Lamar doing with it?
Well, they're good. They're doing a good job. Nobody's running free, hitting the quarterback, so that's always a positive. So I think about being in this offense, you got to be a complete back, and I think those guys are.
They've come up with the name Smash and Dash.
Oh my God!
Thoughts on that?
Hey, that's on them. I'll never call them that, but
Can you see where it comes from though, or is that really their personalities?
I guess based on their running style, that's what because obviously Lamar is has good speed, and Mike James is very physical, back. He has a good physical stature, good size. So I guess they came up with it, or the media came up with it. I don't know.
We tend to focus on those two, but there's some good guys behind them as well. Talk about the rest of the bunch.
Well, Clemens is doing a good job. He moved from running back to DB. Now he's back at running back. And Darian Hall, he's really coming on and having a good camp. He's much improved. So biggest thing for me, as a coach, and I say this all the time, everybody that I coach, I want to have them game ready to go.
And Maurice Higgins.
Maurice Higgins, he's doing a good job. He's he knows both positions, and he's right now he's the number one fullback.
Darian Hall, he's not got any mix. Just how's he doing?
He's doing good. It's like just mentioned him a little while ago that he's having a good camp. He's much improved. Obviously he's a young guy, so he still needs some more development, but he's taking steps in the right direction.
Developing a number 3 back, just how important will that be? Obviously, with Mike McCarthy.
It's very important to develop a number 3 and a number 4. Like I just said, I want to have everybody game ready because it's a physical game and you never know what's going to happen.
Who's really that third guy right now, Coach?
Who's really a third guy?
Right now, in the first week.
I think it's going to come down to, with everything, being said, I think it's going to come down to who's the better special teams guy. They're both doing a good job. At back, they're both getting the same amount of reps, and so it's going to come down to that.
How many guys will travel, you think, running back wise? How many would you take?
That's up to Coach Golden. But it's all based on whether they can play special teams or not.
Just Kevin Grooms is obviously not here, but what would he bring to the team? What did you see from him in high school that you guys liked?
Speed, quickness, playmaking ability. Obviously being a young guy, and just coming in, he would have to grasp the offense. But that's what he did. He returned kicks. He just scored so many different ways. For his high school team.
The longer this lingers for him, how much will that put him behind everything, fall camp wise, for him to play this year?
Well, right now he's behind. Just period. He's just got to get he's got to get caught up. Obviously if he comes back, so I don't think there's a time frame on it right now. As far as the longer it goes, he's behind. He's got to get up to speed.
I apologize if they asked you about Darian Hall already, but just what does he have to work on in your eyes? What's the biggest thing that he needs to do to get on the field?
Well, his two biggest problems right now is Lamar Miller and Mike James. So
right.
And obviously those guys still have improvements to make. They all have improvements to make, but that's the thing for him. They're ahead of him right now. So.
Is there anything that I guess he's working on that you have him focusing on during camp?
Well, I think he needs to work on being a more complete back. As far as blocking, receiving, and even in the run game. He needs to work on all phases, but in pro style offense, you got to do everything. So he needs to work on all those things.
With Lamar, how exciting is to have a threat guy that can score pretty much anywhere on the field, and the boost obviously for the offense?
It's very exciting. It's good. I think from a coach's standpoint and even from his peers that they're happy that he's on our side.
Higgins, I wanted to ask you about him. How's he sort of looking? He told me in high school he carried the ball so much, and he's sort of getting still accustomed to being the blocking guy.
Yeah, I remember him in high school. He was like one of the primary runners, but you look at his size and stature, that's where he can benefit himself the most. Though he has the ability to run the ball, his running ability is not in the class of a James or Lamar.
Right.
So he but he definitely brings something to the table, as far as a blocker and a runner. And we just got we got better guys
right
at that position. So he's got to fulfill his role, and I think he will, and I think he's doing a great job.
Will the fullback really be used this year? I mean, is there going to be spots where it will be used, you think?
Yeah, without a doubt. If you saw our scrimmages and all that, you saw personnel. I mean, we use all personnel groupings.